My name is Akinrodoye Samuel, popularly known as Coach Dreh. I am the CEO and founder of Ocean 22 Swimming Academy. Recently, I did the Third Mainland Bridge, and I happened to be the first man to ever swim the entire length of the Lagos Third Mainland Bridge. The swim lasted for about 2 hours, 33 minutes, and 50 microseconds. So there are two major stories behind it. Any other thing is kind of secondary. So the first is the way I grew up. I'm not from a poor background. I'll say that my background will okay, and then I thank God for that. But there was just a part that was slightly missing while I was growing up, and that was the fact that I was unable to really identify my skill or my talents while growing up, even though I had the best form of upbringing that I can actually relate with. So that particular part of my life was a little bit. I don't know the right word to put that in, but it didn't just really make me feel alive too much. Let me use that word. At that particular time, I quite understand what having a sense of direction, having a sense of purpose actually means in life. But I was not just having it, so I tried my hands on quite a number of things, whether it's tailoring, shoemaking, quite a number of things. But there was just nothing I could actually call my own at that point. At that point in time, so I got into swimming. When I came across swimming, it actually gave me that sense of purpose. It gave me that sense of belonging, that family outside blood relation. And ever since then, I knew I had a tool that I would, you know, use someday, to actually impact my society. There was a need for us to do this sensitization because uh, my friend was actually was planning to commit one, and but I was just I'm grateful, that the fact that he was even able to share that thought with me, and then we're able to talk him out of the experience and every other thing. So, but what really caused the awareness was the fact that I tried to get his exact location, and I just couldn't get, like, he wasn't willing to share. So I made a little bit of findings here and there, and they're like, "Oh, this is the similar pattern. This is what they usually do." And I was like, okay, if that's the case, that means we have quite a number of people out there who are actually dying in silence. So let's just break the silence. That I can't really be explicit because I thought I know how to swim before, but nah. But when I got to University of Ghana, it was a very different story entirely. And so I will give the credit to my swimming to University of Ghana. So during my university, yes, yes. Yeah, actually, I was the captain of the university team, and then later I became the sports president of the university, and the first in 70 years. Over the months, we carried out quite a number of data or survey, and then we realized that a huge number of it is actually happening at the Third Mainland Bridge. So the site is actually significant because, I mean, it's more like something of the youth. When they just get tired about life, the next place they want to go to is just go jump in the Third Mainland Bridge. So that location is actually very significant. So we I didn't just want the campaign to look like the usual come on TV, just talk about it, and then after like 2 days, I mean, nobody even knows about it. So we decided to create an experience around it so it can last in people's mind for a long period of time, and then we can get information to the right set of people. The training actually started somewhere around last year, somewhere around October, thereabout. So we just started prepping for it gradually, even though we didn't come out officially, to talk about it and say, okay, this is what we want to do around that time. So we started training somewhere around October, and we went for a number of competitions. Did the Lagos Open Water Championship somewhere around December, and then January we went into full training. We've been using what's it called, Landmark Beach, for practice, and that was we used to go there like Sundays, like constantly. While the other weekdays, you just do the pool workout session. So we made sure that Sundays was constantly ticked for open water, to have the proper experience. The truth about it is that no man can do it alone. You need quite a number of people to help you in your journey. And it's part of what we're actually saying. You need to get the right form of circle around you. So my team actually helped me prepare to get there. And I say thank you to them. Well, maintaining focus is just, I keep reminding myself this is something that you've done over and over practice. And for the fact that I had so much support, like so much love. Let me put it that way. We had about four different boats, and everything was actually filled up with people cheering from the beginning of the swim to the very end of the swim. I don't think there's any more support that is, more than that. That alone, you can't just mess it up. You can't mess it up. It's not possible. First of all, you need to understand this. You need to understand this. If it's measurable, it's doable. No, that's just it. To be honest with you, the worries was not even when I was in the water. The worries was like before the actual event. Yeah, so that morning I was running excessive temperature. I had swollen eyes, everything. Like that was the moment where, to be honest with you, that's the moment where I think anybody would have actually, given up at that particular moment. So the challenge, the worries, the fears, whatever it is that you want to talk about, started just before the swim. But the moment the swim started, I mean, it was all gone. It was just one more, one more. Let's get to the end. Major challenges are the fact that we had quite a number of doubters. We needed a number of people to come on board to support the cause. But the more we tried to talk to some people, it was just like, no, this is a no-go area. Some people actually came out plain and they were like, no, this we are not joining this. And why some people actually joined in, and then towards the last moment of the actual swim, and then we had some of these uh, brands or people actually pulling out, which actually allowed us to, um, I don't know if I should put it well, like spend more money to actually get it done. So, but I mean, thank God. I mean, I didn't just give up. Let me put it that way, you know. So, first of all, everyone around needs to make sure that they are listening more. You need to listen deep, because people who actually go through this thing, they have their means of communicating. So you have to make sure they are listening very well. That's the first part. Second part, to anyone that needs to be helped needs to at least be able to help him or herself too. So those who are actually passing through it also needs to voice out. Uh, for the state government, well, quite a number of workshops needs to be conducted, you know, and also create avenue where you can be able to meet these people one way or the other. Let's leave stigmatization out of it. Some people might not want to come out because of that. But the truth about it is, do you want your situation to change? If you want it to change, come outside, let us see you, so we can be able to do something about it. So please be reminded, no one is perfect. I haven't gotten it all, but the little I have is what I'm sharing. Ocean 28, we promote fitness lifestyle through swimming. That's our major objective. And we've been in existence for quite a number of years now. We offer a number of programs: learn to swim, competitive swimming. We do safety courses, lifeguards, cabin crew. So just we offer quite a number of services around the water. We branch a little bit, because we do, construction of pools, maintenance, etc. But basically anything that has to do around the aquatic field, just reach out to us. We have the right team to carry it out. On book officially, this started when I came into the country. That was in did my national service in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, somewhere around 2018. Yes, in 2018. So when I came into the country, I did my national service at Osho State Police Command, and there I served with the PPRO. And then over there, we're getting quite a number of newspapers coming in about flood cases in Osho State, thereabout. And I just felt like I needed to just do something, to just save the whole state thereabout. So we did a community development service project to swimming and drowning prevention, just to help people, educate people in that line, and see how they can actually save themselves in terms of flood and some other cases. So I think we plan on taking about 50. That was just a major thing, government officials. But when we reached out, we actually got over 116 people. So we felt like, okay, this is now a community, for us to get that kind of community here. So that means there's room for this to actually strive. So that's at the genesis of Ocean 28. And then we just made it a company. And ever since, we've been helping as much as we can help. I mean, we're all going through a whole lot of things, but it's only those who tend to like share, open up to you, that you get to know who and who is going through something. So let everyone, I mean, go out, hustle out as much as you can, ask for help, because I don't think it's actually bad or wrong to ask for help. Just ask for the help first, whether they refuse to do it or not. But when you do ask for help, you have a 50% chance of actually getting that help that you need. But when you stay quiet, it's zero, because they don't actually know what you're going through. So I'm asking people to just make sure you speak up, ask for help when it's needed. If you have to knock a door 6 times, knock it. If they don't open on the seventh one, I'm sure someone will. So it's not just about you just talking about it once and you just go sit down somewhere. You, I'm not there yet. Like, I'm not perfect or something, but the little I have is just what I'm actually using right now to, reach out to more people. But they should be a little bit more resilient, be more confident about life, stand up and just keep knocking until the door opens. Well, I'm actually in the fitness space. Yeah, so obviously we're going to continue to use the fitness space to, you know, preach that mental awareness, and then make sure that everybody's just okay. Um, Talking about future projects, there's quite a number of them, but definitely the one that clicks in next, and then we have, the right team to actually work it out. You guys should just watch out for it.